Hey, Denny.
Hey, all I'm seeing is me and you on Facebook.
What?
That Facebook thing that you and I did is what's on my computer now.
Yeah, this other one should be there too. I opened it up for everybody.
Okay, I don't see that one.
Well, it doesn't matter because it's junk anyway now. I'm posting the link. Uh, okay, give that a try. Did you you should have see that link now, Denny.
Where should I see that?
It should be on my page on Facebook. It should come up on your feed since we're friends. It says YouTube live link. Do you know how to go to my page? Here, I'll tell you what. Well, I can't really text that. Okay. All right. You have arrived, but you probably still can't type anything.
No. Do you see that I'm on there now?
I see 3 people now, so we're getting a few folks now. So, can you give me a little feedback, Denny, as to how the sound is now here? It is? Yeah, so it must just be a Facebook thing right now this time of. So it's sounding okay? Okay. All right. Well, I will let you go. Thank you. Mhm. Well, hello, everybody. Slowly you're coming in. There's 3 of you here now. Sorry for the drama, but it appears clear that we can't do Facebook Live at 7 o'clock in the evening during coronavirus time. It's just not doable because of the demand. There seems to they either have their infrastructure is probably they probably got way more folks on their live service than YouTube does. So yeah, let's just wait until we've got a few more folks here. We had about 10 or so when we abandoned Facebook, and now we've got 5 back. I don't think that you're able to type. That is something that is a problem that others have noticed too with YouTube Live. It's too bad too. I don't know if I type something, if you can see it. There's a chat window on the right, but it is not. All right, we're up to 6. 7, very good. If somebody can, oh, somebody typed and somebody typed something. Well, hello, Katie. Yeah, so apparently the chat is working, maybe. All right, well, that's cool. Well, you're doing it, Katie. It's a text thing. Yeah, you're there. This is pretty cool. How about the rest of you? Are you finding the chat window? Are you finding a place to type. There, okay, we're up to 7. 7 in the room now. Very good. Oh, wonderful, Gil. Gil, let me tell you, buddy, that is the best news I've heard all week. All I've ever wanted in my all week long was somebody to say that I'm coming through loud and clear, not broken up and all messed up. Well, good. I'm glad the chat thing seems to be working. All right, we are up to 10 here now, so we will be getting started here very shortly. We'll just give a couple more minutes for folks to filter in. So, yeah, so apparently typing is possible. You can go ahead if your device allows for it to. No, that's not yours. To do text-based chat. All right, thanks, Katie. I think the lag too from the time I say something until the time you hear it is less on YouTube Live too. Again, probably a function of the lesser demand here, but better sound quality. Now we're down to 7. I don't know how that happened. We were up to almost 10. Are people leaving? Oh, okay. You found we had to log off and look for YouTube. Okay. So on YouTube, I think I typed in the link, but it comes up as an image then, and you just have to click on that, and it should bring you here. So. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So my grandchildren are watching too, apparently. My son's handle used to be check it down, and now for some reason it's check up down. So he's keeping us guessing. All right. Well, very good. Well, here we are in the midst of the great quarantine of 2020, and it's probably only going to get worse. So we have to find ways to entertain ourselves, I guess. And there must not have been anything better for you on TV tonight, because you're here, and you can only watch so much TV before you start to go stark raving crazy. I'm not sure what Loretta's saying there. Do I need to put something else out on Facebook, Loretta, do you think? I'm saying click this image to join us live on YouTube. That should do it, shouldn't it? I send it badly. All right, that. All right, we're up to 11. People are finding their way here. Okay, very good. So, at any rate, here we are. We are in the midst of the great quarantine, and it may only get worse here in Iowa, because I think there's pressure on the governor now to lock us down a little tighter than we already are, and like so many states are. So, I mean, have you ever seen anything like this? And do you ever hope that you ever will again? It's just incredible. So, all right, very good. All right. Well, shall we get started? What do you think? Our theme, we're going to have a little bit of a theme tonight. Our theme is 50s and 60s music, or stuff that at least sounds like it. There have been some songs in the last few years that were done in recent times, but they just have that retro sound, that retro feel to them. And so there's a couple of those in the queue tonight. Got a couple of duets. I don't know if Fawn is here. I've done some duetting with Fawn online. She's got a tremendous voice, and she last time we did one of these, she sang with me, or had a recording there. So if she's here, hopefully we can do that as well. And of course, Denny and I are in 50s 60s band, and I should say 60s band, but we've kind of we're moving backwards just a little bit in terms of the picking up some of the 50s music as well. The Something Else dancers that have we've been so privileged to have come hear us play have turned us on to some really cool tunes, and we're learning more as time goes on, and we've got a couple of those tonight as well. Okay, I have to send a link to my friend Mike. Some others are apparently having trouble finding too. Let's see if that draws in a few more. We've got 11. Looks like... and again, I apologize for the all the horsing around, but it's the times we live in, I guess. Facebook Live is just overwhelmed right at this point in time, so less so here. So here's where I guess we will be. And there's Jan. Hello, Jan. How are you? How are you tonight? Good to have you guys all here. All right, well, let's get something started, shall we? We have a couple of songs tonight by Eddie Cochran, and until I became acquainted with the Something Else dancers, I didn't know Eddie Cochran. Eddie Cochran did not have a very long career. Eddie Cochran died when he was only 21, but he had quite a few hits during that time. I'm getting dings here, people. Okay, yeah, people still having a little trouble, and I'm sending them individually the link as they message me. But Eddie Cochran, yeah, he had some great hits, but died at the age of 21 in a car accident in England. And he was the driver. He was in the back seat with his girlfriend and someone else. When they lost control and he saw that he was that they were headed for an abutment or some obstacle, it was said that he threw himself over his girlfriend to shield her, and in the process, when the impact occurred, he was thrown out of the car and he was killed. He lingered until the next day, they say, and died on Easter Sunday in the hospital. But he saved his girlfriend in the process. The other person who was in the car who was injured but survived was Gene Vincent. Gene Vincent, we're also going to hear a song from, and I know that at least one of the dancers has requested that we learn the song "Rockin' with Gene and Eddie," and that's the two that we're talking about: Gene Vincent and Eddie Cochran, a couple of great rockers from the 50s. So this one is one of Eddie's. Let's see if we can get that brought up here. And still hoping that we can get the remainder here. Yeah, they're still filtering in. Very good. Okay. All right, so this one we're learning in the band, and we've actually, I think, a time or two. And it's called Summertime Blues. Let's see how it goes. See how the music sounds. That's what it's all about, right? Okay. Check. Sorry, wrong key, false start. I'm gonna raise a fuss, I'm gonna raise a holler about a working all summer just trying to earn $1. Every time I call my baby, Try to get a date, my boss says, no dice, son, you gotta work late. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Well, my mom and papa told me, son, you gotta make some money. If you wanna use the car to go riding next Sunday. Well, I didn't go to work, told the boss I was sick. Can't use the car because you didn't work a lick. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no time for the summertime blues. I'm gonna take 2 weeks, gonna have a fine vacation. I'm gonna take my problem to the United Nations. Well, I called my congressman and he said, quote, I'd like to help you, son, but you're too young to vote. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. There we go. All right, we're off and running. All right. Oh, thank you. Cindy's clapping over there. She's watching my back. So how did that come through? Is the sound okay? Somebody post something as far as how that came through, so that I can make adjustments on this end if need be. All right. All right. Well, I don't know if I should try and see if I can pull this off. I thought that I would. Yeah. Stand by. All my best laid plans kind of got thrown in a little wrinkle here. So, oh no, they're up there. They're it's all good. Okay, so if Doug Dabrowski's in the it's sounding good. Oh, okay, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. That's music to my ears, no pun intended. All right, so if Doug Dabrowski's in the crowd, Mike Hamilton, very good. Welcome, buddy. Gosh, I haven't seen Mike in a while. Say hi to Mary. Okay, so I remember here a few dances ago, Doug Dabrowski from the Something Else Dancers showed us his wonderful rendition of the hand jive. And so I thought, if he's out there, we are going to have to do this song tonight. So actually what I'm going to do too, for those of you who aren't familiar with what the hand jive is, we're going to show you a little demo while I sing it. Let's see how that goes, if I can pull that off. Odds would be no, but we'll see. All right, here we go. It's not going to be in any sync or anything like that, so don't get your hopes up. Well, I know a cat named Way Out Willie. You got a cool little chicken named Rockin' Millie. He can walk and stroll in Susie Q and do that crazy hand jive too. Papa told Willie you'll ruin my home. You and the hand jive, I got to go. Willie said, Papa, don't put me down. They're doing that hand jive all over town. Hand jive, hand jive, hand jive, doing that crazy hand jive. Doing the hand jive with Sister Flo. Grandma gave baby sister a dime. Said, do that hand jive one more time. Doctor and lawyer and an Indian chief. Now they all dig that crazy beat. Way Out Willie gave them all a treat when he said, do the hand jive with his feet. Hand jive, hand jive, hand jive, doing that crazy hand jive. Hey. Now Willie and Billy got married last fall. They had a little Willie Jr. and that ain't all. Well, the baby got famous in his crib, you see, doing the hand jive on TV. Hand jive, hand jive, hand jive, doing that crazy hand jive, yeah, yeah. That's a contagious one, isn't it? That's hard to resist. But Doug was trying to teach us the hand jive, and you have to have a certain level of coordination, which I seem to have lacked. And because I was all over the map with that. But it was sure fun to try, and we'll have to do that at one of our gigs sometime again. Okay. By the way, that was a Johnny Otis hit from 1958, in case you were wondering who did that. So we mentioned Gene Vincent just a little bit ago. Gene Vincent had some great hits, including this one. This hit reached number 5 on the charts in 1956, which was the year I was born. That was another major event that year. And this was the song that established Vincent as a rock and roller. He too, what is it about these musicians? They die so young. He died prematurely at age 36 of a ruptured stomach ulcer. What a way to go. But at any rate, let's go ahead and do the Gene Vincent song, Bebop-a-lula. You know that one, right? Right? Now, if I have to stop and restart because I got the wrong key, just please bear with me. Well, Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't need maybe. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't need maybe. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby doll, my baby doll, my baby doll. Well, now she's the gal in the red blue jeans. She's the queen of all the teens. She's the one that I know. She's the one that loves me so, yeah. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, don't need maybe. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby doll, my baby doll, my baby doll. Let's rock! Thank you, Loretta. Well, no, she's the one that's got the beat. She's the one with the flying feet. She's the one that walks around the store. She's the one that yells more, 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 yeah. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't mean maybe. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby doll, my baby doll, my baby doll. Let's rock again now. Stay 6 feet away, Julie.
Well, Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't mean maybe. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't mean maybe. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby doll, my baby doll, my baby doll.
Oh, it's another irresistible one, don't you think? All right. Well, welcome, Julie. Welcome to the party. This is a good way to spend a Friday night in the coronavirus era. As good as any, I guess, right? TV gets a little bit old after a while, and you just like to go out and go have a drink somewhere, or go have dinner somewhere, or go do karaoke somewhere. And you can't do any of those things. So you might as well just hang out with the rest of us here. Sooner or later, this is all going to end, but I'm afraid it's probably going to get a little worse before it gets better. But we just have to kind of help each other along and support each other along the way and get through this thing together. Okay, so this next song was recorded by the Drifters in 1962, and it reached number 5 on the chart. Number 5 on the charts. Cindy and I had, of course, it's they don't have the same membership anymore. It's just the name, but we did happen to see the Drifters when they drifted through Cedar Rapids here last year with the Coasters and Platters. I don't know if you remember that event, but those 3 iconic names from the musical 60s were all together, and it was a fun performance. And this one is, you have noted very well, it is called Up on the Roof. You're welcome, Mike. Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh. And this old world starts getting me down. People are just too much for me to face. I climb way up to the top of the stairs, and all my cares just drift right into space. On the roof it's peaceful as can be, and there the world below can't bother me. Let me tell you now, when I come home feeling tired and beat, I go up where the air is fresh and sweet. Get away from the hustle and crowd and all that rat race noise down in the street. On the roof's the only place I know where you just have to wish to make it so. Let's go up on the roof. At night the stars put on a show for free, and darling, you can share it all with me. I keep telling you, right smack dab in the middle of town, I found a paradise that's trouble-proof. If this world starts getting you down, there's room enough for 2 upon the roof, upon the roof. Oh, upon the roof. Great little ditty. Great little ditty. All right. Moving right along. This song, it's not exactly a 50s or a 60s, although it was done in those decades. It's been done. I kind of remind myself of Bernie Sanders when I do this, right? This song reaches back. It was actually written in 1924, but it's been a standard ever since. It's a great duet. It's been done by the biggies, Bing, Frankie, Barbara Streisand, Harry Connick Jr. Lots and lots of folks have done this this duet. Barbara Streisand did this particular version with Michael Bublé, a couple of great names in modern music. And this is a duet that I did with Fawn Davis. I think she is here tonight. I haven't seen her post anything, though, so I'm not sure if she is or not. She has a wonderful voice, as does Julie, as do so many folks on Sing Snap. If you ever get really, really bored and want to just do a little karaoke in the privacy of your own home, go to singsnap.com. I've been a member of that for years and years and years. Met some wonderful people. It's a wonderful thing to have. So let's see if we can pull off this duet. It Had to Be You. Jan, if you're still here, you should know this one as well, right? Right?
Seems like dreams, like I always had, could be, should be, make and make glad. Why am I blue? It's up to you to explain.
I'm thinking maybe, baby, I'll go away someday, some way. You'll come and say, it's you I need, and you'll be pleading in vain.
It had to be you, just had to be you. I wandered around, finally found somebody who
could make me be true, could make me be blue, or even be glad just to be sad, thinking of you.
Some others I've seen,
Some others I've seen
might never be me,
might never be me,
might never be cross,
or try to be boss,
but they wouldn't do,
what they wouldn't do for nobody else. Gave me a thrill with all your faults. I love you still.
It had to be you,
Marvelous you.
it had to be you.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
It had to be you. It had to be you. We wandered around, finally found somebody who, for nobody else, gave me a thrill.
With all your faults,
Baby, I love you still.
oh, it had to be you.
wonderful you.
It had to be you.
Just me and you.
No one but you.
It had to be you.
Had to be you.
It had to be
And as always, Fawn did her part so marvelously on that. And I see Sharon is in the house too. Welcome, Sharon. Thank you, Fawn, for that wonderful sing. We'll hear from her again a little later on. Okay. Now, this is a personal favorite of mine. This is a good 60s group. Love 'em or hate 'em, Blood, Sweat, and Tears had some really innovative, cool, interesting songs. And this is one of my favorites. And you'll note as soon as you hear it, I mean, this thing was so unique. I might get the key wrong in this one again. Bear with me. Thank you, Mikey. I don't see any typing that Fawn is doing. No, if she's typing at all, no. You might have to translate, Loretta. Well, I'm not scared of dying, and I don't really care. If it's peace you find in dying, well then let the dying time be near. If it's peace you find in dying, and if dying time is near, just bundle up my coffin, 'cause it's cold way down there. Hear that it's cold way down there, yeah, crazy cold way down there. And when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one less wild in this world to carry on, to carry on. Of course, you know the title of this one, right? When I Die. Oops. Now troubles are many, they're as deep as a well. I can swear there ain't no heaven, but I pray there ain't no hell. I swear there ain't no heaven, and I pray there ain't no hell. I'll never know by living, only my dying will tell, only my dying will tell, yeah, only my dying will tell. And when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born in this world to carry on, yeah. Yee-haw! Give me my freedom for as long as it be. All I ask of living is to have no chains on me. All I ask of living is to have no chains on me. And all I ask of dying is to go naturally. Only wanna go naturally. Here I go. Hey, hey. Here comes the devil. Right behind. Look out, children. Here he comes. Hey, hey. Don't want to go by the devil. Don't want to go by the demon. Don't want to go by Satan. Don't want to die uneasy. Just let me go naturally. And when I die, and when I'm dead, dead and gone, there'll be one child born in our world to carry on, to carry on. Isn't that catchy? I love that tune. They also had Spinning Wheel, and oh gosh, they had some good ones. Okay, hopefully the music is coming through okay. We are going to. I did this one the other night. I'm going to do it again because I like it. And it has that. It was done by Brian Setzer and the Stray Cats, and of course those guys, although they banded together in 1979, and of course their music was into the 80s and 90s. Oh, hey, Joe, good, super. This is a new nom de plume. His actual name, Joe Wendell, instead of the check up down thing. Still haven't figured that out. But Brian Setzer and his orchestra have this retro feel to their music, so you swear that you're in the 50s or 60s. So that's why it gets included on the playlist tonight. And this one is called. This was most of their stuff is super upbeat and just really, really fun to listen to. This is a more rare slow number by them called "I Won't Stand in Your Way." Brian Setzer. I got a low down dirty feeling that I've been cheated on and lied to. If it's so, then it's wrong. We hung on for so long. Why don't we have that magic anymore? I got a strange, sneaking suspicion that it's been going on for some time now. Something shines in your eyes, something stirs deep inside. I won't stand in your way anymore. You say that I'm just a little boy who's easily led astray. No. Well, aren't you that same little girl who always gets her way? I got a strange, sneaking suspicion that it's been going on for some time now. Something shines in your eyes, something stirs deep inside. I won't stand in your way anymore. I suppose one of you could translate for her. Probably what has to happen. I don't know why she's not showing up. You say that I'm just a little boy who's easily led astray.
Well, aren't you that same little girl who always gets her way? I got a low down dirty feeling that I've been cheated on and lied to. If it's so, then it's wrong. We've hung on for so long. I won't stand in your way. I won't stand in your way. I won't stand in your way anymore. It had the doo-wop singers and everything in the background. Just sounded like it came straight out of the 50s, didn't it? Mike, I think Joe is probably in and out. He's got 3 kids now, and I think he is constantly on the run. Oh, no, there he is. My son Joe, from the time he was a little boy, was a huge Van White fan. And I had to make him a wheel out of a frying pan lid. You remember that? And then on the inside of it, I painted the the triangles, and he would sit there and spin that thing on the floor. Big money, he'd say, big money. Oh, Joe. All right. I don't know if Sister Judy is still here. Judy, raise your hand if you are. Say hi, because this one's going out to you. Judy made this, Sister Judy made this request, and it's a beautiful song by Lenny Welch. By far his biggest hit. He, after his recording career ended, he drove a cab during the day and earned his GED certificate, and then later went on to achieve a BA degree. So some of his greater accomplishments occurred after his singing career was over, and he is still with us. I looked him up. Lenny Welch is still with us at age 79. So this was his biggest hit, Since I Fell for You. What key do we do this one in? We're going to try this one, see what happens. When you just give love and never get love, you'd better let love depart. I know it's so, and yet I know I can't get you out of my heart. You made me leave my happy home. You took my love and now you're gone. Since I fell for you, oh Lord, bring such misery and pain. I guess I'll never ever be the same. Since I fell for you. Well, it's too bad and it's too sad, but I'm in love with you. You love me and you snubbed me, but what can I do? I'm still in love with you. Well, I guess I'll never see the light. I get the blues most every night since I fell for you. Since I fell for you. All right. I hope you're keeping track of the whole conversation over there. By the way, look who I got over there.
Oh, gang.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know if we were going to get this in this week. I'm glad we found YouTube. I take it it's coming through without too much interruption or dropouts or anything like that. I think this is probably, if we're going to do it this time of day, we need to do it here. Okay. We're going to step up the pace just a touch. Now, of course, Elvis was an icon of the 50s, 60s, and into the early 70s. Actually, mid-70s, wasn't died in 77, I think. We do a version of Mojo in our band, but this version is something else yet again. It is, Elvis took this to a new level, and it's a challenge to try and keep up with the music on this thing because it is really peppy. But this is, I got my mojo working. This is the Elvis version. And I better take a deep breath because it is a corker. Here we go. Might have to change keys on this one too. I don't know. Well, she's long, lean, lanky, sweet as she can be. Hands off of her, now she belongs to me now. Mojo don't belong to you. Well, she's mine, all mine, no matter what you do. Cue in the brass. Yeah, Jen like that. I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. But you're mine, all mine, no matter what you do. Let me tell you now, she's long, lean, and lanky, sweet as she can be. Hands off of her, now she belongs to me now. Mojo, she don't belong to you. Well, she's mine, no matter what you do. I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. No, sir. I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Well, you're mine, all mine, no matter what you do. All right, play it, Cindy. Take it. Woo. You didn't know she could play the keyboard like that, did you? Except that's not a little keyboard. Woo! Well, she's long, lean, and lanky, sweet as she can be. Hands off of her, and she won't deal with me now. Mojo, she don't belong to you. Oh, well, you're mine, all mine, no matter what you do. I got my mojo working. Yeah, I got my mojo working. I got my mojo working. But it just don't work on you. But you're mine, all mine, no matter what you do. Let me tell you now. Well, she's long, lean, and lanky, sweet as she can be. Hands off of her, she belongs to me now. Hands off of her, she don't belong to you. No, sir. Oh, well, you're mine, all mine, no matter what you do. One time, baby, over here. Here we go. Sorry, Cindy, you're out of this one. Over here. Woo! This garage ain't big enough for this whole thing. Yeah, I got my mojo working. Just don't work on you. I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Oh, yeah, you're mine, all mine, no matter what you do. Listen to me now. I said you're lonely and lanky, sweet as she can be. Hands off of her, lest you want a piece of me now. Mojo, she don't belong to you. Oh, well, you're mine, all mine, no matter what you do. Yeah, I got my mojo working. Yeah, I got my mojo working. I got my mojo working. I got my mojo working. I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. I swear I lose about a half pound every time I do that song. Isn't that a great tune? Oh my.
Can't head for the bar.
You can't go to the bar. That's right. Yeah, Cindy says she can't go to the bar. Julie, they're all closed in Iowa. We have to drink in our garages. Okay, this song was made famous by the Chordettes. So your guess is you have to guess which song they put on the map. It was covered by a ton of other people afterward, including this gender bender version by Dickie Valentine. We'll talk a little bit more about Dickie Valentine here shortly. I'm having trouble seeing this fine print here. I don't know if, as young as I am, that shouldn't be happening. Okay, so has anybody come up with the name of the song that the Chordettes made famous? If not, you're going to hear it right now. Right now. Here we go. You'll recognize it in the first couple measures. Told you. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make her complexion like peaches and cream. Give her two lips like roses and clover. Then tell me that my lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. Don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I could see. Give him the word that I'm not a rover. And tell him that my lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. Don't have nobody to call my own.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make her complexion like peaches and cream. Give her two lips like roses and clover. And tell me that my lonesome nights are over, Sandman. I'm so alone, don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam, Mr. Sandman, won't you bring me a dream? Yeah, Loretta, does that remind you of the Feathered Friends last year at the gala? Loretta and some of her cohort dressed up in feathered yellow boas. We had a fundraiser for the library, and they came out and performed Sandman, Mr. Sandman, with Denny leading the charge. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Oh, by the way, I promised you a little more information on Dickie Valentine, who sang the song. This was the gender bender version of the more familiar one. Dickie was a Brit who made the song number 5 on the British chart. What is it about the number 5 spot on the charts tonight? And Dickie was yet another singer who left us too soon. A car accident at age 41. I don't know what it is about. I guess we should all be glad we're not in the music business full time. Okay, Phil Phillips. I don't know if that name rings a bell with you at all. It certainly did not with me. He was a bellboy, a hotel bellboy in Louisiana, Sharon, Lake Charles, Louisiana, Sharon. When he wrote this song for a girlfriend, a love interest, they said. I assumed it was a girlfriend. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. And despite achieving a stint at the very top of the charts in the U.S. in 1959, Phillips swore that he never received more than $6,800 throughout his entire life for writing and performing this classic, Sea of Love. And if you don't know it by the title, you'll know it when the melody begins. Guaranteed. That's the way they say it in Louisiana, right? Do you remember when we met? That's the day I knew you were my pet. I want to tell you how much I love you. Come with me, my love, to the sea of love. I want to tell you just how much I love you. Come with me to the sea of love. Do you remember when we met? Oh, that's the day I knew you were my pet. I want to tell you, oh, how much I love you. Come with me to the sea of love. Come with me, my love, to the sea of love. I want to tell you just how much I love you. I want to tell you, oh, how much I love you. Thank you. If true, that's a crime. $6,800 for that kind of a song that almost everybody knows by heart, or at least the melody anyway.
Mike wants you to sing Metallica.
Metallica, Mike, are you smoking something over there in Michigan? You might be. Is it legal over there? You're probably, yeah. Well, I'm not going to go there. Oh, thank you. Okay, we are going to pick up the pace again. We're going to do another Brian Setzer song. Is it Setzer or Stetzer? I think it's Setzer. We've adopted this one into the band, and we just enjoy the heck out of it, and I hope you do too. It is called Jump, Jive, and Wail. Oh, got to hit play just a minute. Otherwise, we'd be sitting here for a while. Baby, baby, looks like it's gonna hail. Baby, looks like it's gonna hail. You better come inside, let me teach you how to jive and wail. Whoa, you gotta jump jiving, then you wail, 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 you gotta jump jiving, then you wail away. Sarah knows this one. Where'd you pick this one up, Sarah? Papa's in the icebox looking for a can of ale. Papa's in the icebox looking for a can of ale. Mama's in the backyard learning how to jive and wail. You gotta jump jiving, then you wail, 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 you gotta jump jiving, then you wail away. Woo! Got one, Loretta. A woman is a woman and a man ain't nothing but a male. A woman is a woman and a man ain't nothing but a male. One good thing about him, he knows how to jive and wail. Jack and Jill went up the hill to get a pail. Jack and Jill went up the hill to get a pail. Jill stayed up, she wants to learn how to jive and wail. Sing with me now. Gotta jump jiving, then you wail, you 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 gotta jump jiving, then you wail away. I can't hear you. You gotta jump jiving, then you wail, 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 you gotta jump jiving, then you wail away. One more time. Jump jiving, then you wail, you gotta 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 jump jiving, then you wail away. One more time. Why not? Jump jiving, then you wail, you gotta jump jiving, then you wail, you gotta jump jiving, then you wail, you gotta jump jiving, then you wail away. That's fun. We always have so much fun with that when we do it in the band. Okay, now this next one is kind of it's kind of cut from the same cloth as this last one, and it was done by ELO. And for you youngsters in the crowd, there aren't too many youngsters in the crowd, Joe and Sarah. That would be the Electric Light Orchestra. And that is called Rock and Roll is King. It's a 1983 hit. Joe was 1 when that became popular, but it sounds like it's from a much earlier era. It's one of those songs. So here we go. Rock and Roll is King. Well, listen, everybody, let me tell you about the rock and roll. Got off to a late start on that. Feel that rhythm, and it's really gonna thrill your soul. Come along with me to a land of make-believe. She said, whamma lamma bamma lamma, rock and roll is king. Say that fast 5 times. She loves that rock and roll, and she plays it all night long. Oh, that's all she ever tells me when I call her on the telephone. She says, I feel that jumping beat, and to get up on your feet. She says, whamma lamma bamma lamma, rock and roll is king. Oh, let those guitars play, play for me, play for me. Oh, let that song ring out. That's how it's meant to be. Well, it rolls like a train that's coming on down the track. She rolled over Beethoven and she gave Tchaikovsky back. Ooh, she loves that driving beat. She goes dancing on down the street. She said, whamma lamma bamma lamma, rock and roll is king. I'll rock on now. Here we go. You didn't know Cindy played the accordion either, did you? She's too shy to do it on camera. Oh, let those guitars play, play for me, play for me. Oh, let that song ring out. That's how it's meant to be. Well, it comes around and I'm listening to the radio. She says you can't do that, 'cause all I want to do is rock and roll. Now here I'm gonna stay where that music starts to play. She says, whamma lamma bamma lamma, rock and roll is king. Oh yeah, whamma lamma bamma lamma, rock and roll is king. Whamma lamma bamma lamma, rock and roll is king. Ooh yeah, whamma lamma bamma lamma, rock and roll is king. She said, whamma lamma bamma lamma, rock and roll is king. We love the way that song is structured. At the end, they do those repeats, and then there's one where the band just basically stops dead. Everybody thinks the song is over if they haven't heard it before. And they start to clap, and then we come into that. She said, wait, what? Oh, yeah, Joe, she's been taking that up. There's a lot of things you don't know about her musical ability, Joe. You're finding out tonight. Tonight is her debut. All right. This song also goes back just a year or two. This one doesn't reach back quite as far as the other one. But this goes back to 1936. That's when it first came out. And it was sung by the legendary Robert Johnson. Denny, if Denny's still out there, Denny knows all about Robert Johnson. He was the one that legend had it, sold his soul to the devil at the crossroads in Clarksdale, Mississippi. And in return, the devil gave him such incredible talent with his guitar that he would thrill the crowds for the rest of his life. Well, he did thrill the crowds the rest of his life. He was one of the great bluesmen of the South. And they do have a marker up there in Clarksdale, which Denny and I have seen a few times, where this alleged transaction took place. But this song, was made famous by Robert Johnson and later by the Blues Brothers. And it is called Sweet Home Chicago. Let's see how that works out. Well, come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home Chicago? Well, come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Howdy, hey, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home Chicago? Well, 1 and 1 is 2, 6 and 2 is 8. Come on, baby, don't you make me late. Howdy, hey, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, my sweet home Chicago? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Yeah, come on, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, my sweet home Chicago? All right, now, Cindy, what are you gonna do here? Yep, trumpet. You called it. Woman of many talents. Just got a few left, so if you do have a request, throw it out there. We'll see what we can do with it. Well, 6 and 3 is 9, 9 and 9 is 18. Look there, brother, baby, see what I see. Howdy, hey, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, my sweet home Chicago? So come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Oh, come on, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, my sweet home Chicago? No. That's a setup request. No. She is, Sarah. She's just very much so. And Gil is laughing. Why is that? I don't know why that is. All right, this next tune is by, Connie's made that request through the years. That's the Weemawaka song, I think. Woo! No, I'm not going to do that. I refuse. Stevie Ray. Oh, we could do a Stevie Ray's. Yeah, we could do a Stevie Ray. Okay, so this next song is going to be, in the band parlance, we call them belly rubbers because they are slow dance songs. You do the visual. And So we're going to slow it down just a little bit, and let's see if I can completely mess up the key on this one. I usually do. I think I'm supposed to drop it down one. Okay. Is Fawn still in the crowd? Because we've got another duet coming up. Is she still there? Put your head on my shoulder, hold me in your arms, baby. Squeeze me oh so tight, show me that you love me too. Put your lips next to mine, dear. Won't you kiss me once, baby? Just a kiss goodnight, maybe. You and I will fall in love. Some people say that love's a game you just can't win. If there's a way, I'll find it someday, and then this fool will rush in. Put your head on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, baby, words I want to hear. Tell me that you'll love me too. Some people say that love's a game you just can't win. If there's a way, I'll find it someday, and then this fool will rush in. Put your head on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, baby, words I want to hear. Tell me. Put your head on my shoulder. Thank you. Thank you, by the great Paul Anka. That song, he drove to number 2 on the charts in 1960. 60. Ooh, I don't think I wrote down the year. But you know what song kept it out of number 1? Cindy, do you know?
No.
A little ditty called Mac the Knife by Bobby Darin. That had the lock on the number 1 spot at that same time. So this one just got to number 2 is all. All right. Jeez, Mike. If you don't know, you got to know Mike. And I wish you did. I wish he still hung around Anamosa. Mike was a counselor at the penitentiary with me for years, and we were good friends. And then he wanted to scram off back to where he came from, which was Michigan. And God, we had some good times through the years, but not that good, man. See, you're going to get all these rumors started, Mike. Thank you very much. All right. Well, this next one, if Denny is still out there, Denny, I'm dedicating this one to Denny. Denny hates the Monkees with a passion that borders on just paranoia and white heat. But he still has to admit that this was a tremendous hit by anybody's standards. I'm a Believer is the name of that one. It was a monster hit for Mickey Dolenz and the Monkees. It was one of only 40 songs to ever sell more than 10 million physical copies. Just think of all the millions of songs that have been done, and only 40 have sold more than 10 million physical copies. It went gold within 2 days of its release. It was a huge hit. I'm a Believer. And no, I'm not going to do that real high stuff at the end. I can't do that anymore. You know that part. When we get there, you'll think, is he going to do that? And the answer is no. I'll just tell you that right now. Gil could do that. I thought love was only true for fairy tales. Sorry about that. Meant for someone else, not for me. Our love was out to get me. That's the way it seems. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Sing with me now. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seemed the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Here we go. Oh, then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Love was out to get me. Well, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Last chance, here we go. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Oh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Yeah, I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. And not a trace of doubt in my mind. Said I'm a believer, yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm a believer, yeah, 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 yeah. That's it. Yeah, it goes gold after 2 days, you know. Okay, so I don't know if somebody responded. If Fawn is here, I can't keep track of all that. First of all, it's going rather fast, and secondly, it's far away, and my eyes just can't quite pick it up. Cindy might have to translate, but uh, Fawn and I did this duet some time ago, and it was from the movie Grease, which was tremendously popular. They had some great music in there. A couple of them are absolute killers for somebody with a lower range like myself, and so I conveniently left those out of tonight's playlist. But this one, I think this is one that we keyed down adequately so that I could actually do it. This is actually going to be a spin. In other words, I'm not going to live sing this one. I am going to go get a beer, is what I'm going to do while this one is playing. And this is Summer Nights. And believe me, summer is coming sooner or later. And this is Fawn and myself, Summer Nights from Greece.
Summer loving had me a blast.
Summer loving
There she is.
happened so fast.
I met a girl
Yes, we can see her
crazy
now.
for me.
Met a boy, cute as can be.
Summer days drifting away to a cold summer night.
Tell me more, did you get very far?
Tell me more, like this we having fun.
She swam by me, she got a cramp.
He ran by me, got my suit jammed.
I saved her life, she nearly drowned.
He showed up, splashing around.
Summer sun, something's begun. But hold the summer night.
Tell me more, was it love at first sight?
Tell me more, did you put up a fight?
Took her bowling in the arcade.
We went strolling, drank lemonade.
We made out under the dark.
We stayed out till 10 o'clock.
Summer flame don't mean a thing, but all the summer night.
Tell me more, but you don't gotta brag.
Tell me more. He got friendly, holding my hand.
Well, she got friendly down to the sand.
He was sweet, just turned 18.
She was good, you know what I mean. Summer heat, boy and girl meet, but all the summer night.
Tell me more, how much dough did he spend?
Tell me more, did you give me a friend?
It turned colder, that's where it ends.
So I told her we'd still be friends.
Then we made our true love vow.
Wonder what she's doing now. Summer dreams ripped at the seams, but those summer nights.
that just a fun tune? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a nice little break too. Thank you, Fawn, for doing that one and keying that in a zip code that I could actually reach. Appreciate that. Okay. All right. So here, Kitty Kitty, the Stray Cats are back. Brian Setzer, the lead singer of the Stray Cats. I had another one of his that we do in the band, and I just think it's great fun. It's called Rock This Town. And we will get to those requests too. I saw that, Gil, and I also saw the one from the Stevie Ray one. Didn't say which Stevie Ray one, but.
Well, my baby and me went out late Saturday night. I had my hair piled high and my baby just looked so right. Well, hell, pick you up at 10, gotta have you home by 2. Mama don't know what I got in store for you, but that's alright, cause we're looking as cool as can be. Well, we really found a place that didn't really look half bad. I had whiskey on the rocks and change, $50 for the jukebox. Well, hell, I put a quarter right into that can, but all they played was Disco Man. Come on, baby, baby, let's get out of here right away. Here we go now. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. We're gonna rock this town, make them scream and shout. Let's rock, 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 man, rock. We're gonna rock till we pop, we're gonna rock till we drop. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Here we go. Well, we're having a ball, just a bopping on the big dance floor. Well, there's a real square cat, he looks a 1974. Well, hell, you look at me once, you look at me twice, look at me again, and there's gonna be a fight. We're gonna rock this town, we're gonna rip this place apart. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. We're gonna rock this town, make them scream and shout. Let's rock, 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 man, rock. We're gonna rock till we pop, we're gonna rock till we drop. We're gonna rock this town, rock this place apart. Woo!
Let's go.
We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. We're gonna rock this town, make them scream and shout. Let's rock, 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 man, rock. We're gonna rock till we pop, we're gonna rock till we drop. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Yeah.
That's the kind of tune that Brian Setzer and his orchestra usually do. That kind of pacing. That's he's an incredible. Him and his group are an incredible talent. Okay, we are winding down a little bit here now. We've got just a couple left here. My brother requested Through the Years, and that was made famous by Kenny Rogers, who we lost here last week or 2 weeks ago, I think. Was it? I think. But at any rate, it was a great loss for the music world, for everybody that loves his music. He had something like 30 #1 hits. I mean, it was just an incredible career. Cindy and I had the good fortune of seeing him right at the tail end of his career. He played in Cedar Rapids, and he was recovering from hip surgery or knee surgery or something. He was really having trouble getting around on the stage. By that time, his voice was starting to be not quite what it was. But this was always one of my favorite songs of his, and it is entitled Through the Years. And just bear with me just for 1 second while I find that, because I didn't. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Through the Years by Kenny Rogers, rest in peace. I can't remember when you weren't there, when I didn't care for anyone but you. And I swear we've been through everything there is. Can't imagine anything we've missed. Can't imagine anything the two of us can do. Through the years, you've never let me down. You've turned my life around. The sweetest days I found with you. Through the years, I've never been afraid. I've loved the life we made, and I'm so glad I stayed right here with you through the years. I can't remember what I used to do, who I trusted, who I listened to before. And I swear you've taught me everything I know. Can't imagine needing someone so. But through the years it seems I need you more and more. Through the years, through all the good and bad, I know how much we've had. I've always been so glad to be with you. Through the years, it's better every day. You've kissed my tears away. As long as it's okay, I'll stay with you through the years. Through the years, when everything went wrong, together we were strong. I know that I belong right here with you. Through the years, I never had a doubt. We'd always work things out. I've learned what life's about by loving you through the years. Through the years, you've never let me down. You've turned my life around. The sweetest days I found with you. Through the years, it's better every day. You've kissed my tears away. As long as it's okay, I'll stay with you through the years. There you go, yo. I hope that was good enough for you. All right, we've got a Stevie Ray that we've got to throw your way, no pun intended, and then a final wrap-up song. And before we call it a night, I really appreciate all of you coming tonight. Sorry for the problems that we had at the beginning. Did whoever requested Stevie Ray song have one in particular in mind, or it's not like I know all of his stuff, but I do know a few. Oh, okay. So we'll do a Stevie Ray, a Lionel Richie, and then we'll do the wrap-up song. Okay. Pride and Joy. Okay. That's a good one. Okay, Stevie Ray Vaughan, another artist who left us too soon. Was that a plane crash, I want to say? Might have been. All right. And here we go. The name of the song is Pride and Joy by Stevie Ray Vaughan. Okay, gotcha. Well, you heard about love giving sight to the blind. My baby's loving cause the sun will shine. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Yeah, I love my baby, my heart and soul. A love like ours won't never grow old. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Yeah, I love my lady. She's long and lean. You mess with her, you'll see a man get mean. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Thank you, guys. Well, I love my baby like the finest wine. Stick with her till the end of time. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Yeah, I love my baby, my heart and soul. A love like ours will never grow old. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. That's a good one. Good call. Stevie Ray, you can't go wrong with him. All right. So we have Truly by Lionel Richie. I'm going to try and get to your way. And then we'll have a special final song that you can all sing along with me. You can cheat. I won't know if you are singing or not, but all okay. Lionel Richie was another one of those guys that had just a tremendous career. I assume he's still singing. A lot of hits, especially when he's with the Commodores, and then went off on his own. This is a very special one. Very popular. Girl, tell me only this, that I have your heart for always, and you want me by your side, whispering the words, I'll always love you. And forever I will be your lover. And I know if you really care, I will always be there. Now I need to tell you this, there's no other love like your love, and I, as long as I live, I'll give you all the joy my heart and soul can give. Let me hold you. I need to have you near me. And I feel with you in my arms, this love will last forever. Because I'm truly in love with you, girl. I'm truly head over heels with your love. I need you, and with your love I'm free. and truly. You know you're all I need. With me. All right, another good request. All right, well let's wrap her up, shall we? We live in uncertain times right now. The world seems like a downright hostile and dangerous place. It just does right now. But let's not forget how beautiful our world really is. I mean, let's face it, she's just throwing a bit of a hissy fit right now. And if we just wait her out, things will be right before too long. We just have to get through it together. So I would like to ask you to sing this one with me. And I think Fawn is in on this one too, maybe. As we serenade this planet and each other and remember that it really is a pretty good place. Once again, thank you guys for coming. I really, really appreciate it. Oops, here we go.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, not today, saying, how do you do?
They're really saying, I
Thank you,
love
Mike,
you.
my friend. I hear babies cry.
And I watch them grow.
They'll learn so much more than I'll ever know.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Thank you again, guys, for coming tonight. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. You know, if we can't get together physically, I guess this is the next best thing. Grateful for the technology, even though it drives us crazy. Love that note. I don't know, guys. Don't you think Satchmo was right?
Yes, I do. What a wonderful world.
You were right, Pops. Oh my. All right, folks. Again, thank you for coming. Fawn, thank you for sharing your voice. And thank all of you for being here and sticking with us until the very end. I'm sure we'll be doing it again, so stay tuned to Facebook. And I think this is probably where we will come because it just had far fewer problems. So at any rate, thank you again, folks. God bless you all, and be safe. Stay 6 feet apart. Wear masks and hang in there. That's the most important thing. After all, they say when you're going through hell, keep going. And that's how you get to the other side. God bless you guys. You take care. And it was wonderful having you here. See you again soon.